So, this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have the husband to the Queen of Swords here, and it's Aquarius, and it's the King of Swords. King and Queen of Swords together doesn't show much love, but it's like you're not being taught about love at this point in time. You're more being taught about being able to protect yourself, have boundaries, and be able to kind of see things from a more logic perspective than throwing yourself out of a cliff for love. So you might you have a dream, you want something to be in a certain way between your lover, your partner, your friends, your family. But in this dying time, it seems like it's more important that you focus on you being justly treated. Okay, so rather sacrifice the relationship than yourself at this time. It doesn't mean being cruel or being, stubborn or anything like that. But when you feel sadness arising in you because someone does or says, you kind of need to tell them, like, this isn't okay. Okay, so that's the only thing you need to do. You don't have to start World War III. You just need to be very adult and caring towards yourself in this situation. And what's leaving you is the Eight of Swords. So you have been doing some revolution here where you have kind of revolted against other people's opinion of you. And now you're showing a really strong character in this situation. So you're not going to let them hurt you again, that's for sure. So this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. And this is the situation itself. And this is what's on their mind about you, these people or this person in particular. This is your feelings for them. This is the common energies between you or the bond between you, their feelings towards you, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we'll start with the situation. And we have death here, so it's what I said, rather sacrifice the relationships than yourself. And it doesn't matter how much you love them, how much you care for them. This is kind of like a test where you need to prove that you are not letting other people kidnap you with their words and deeds and make you kind of bend before cruelty just so that you will have a place with them still. Okay, so with death, it might be that the divine will push this really far and that you will have to break up with certain people or put distance between you. But what is mostly promising is that this will be a big transformation for you when you finally are not afraid to stand up for yourself and be logic in the situation instead of letting people's different manipulations and shadows rule you, or your own shadow for that matter, and you instead stand up tall and clear and diplomatic, but not a coward, like strong. Okay. So this is the situation, big transformation. And this is what's on your mind about them. And we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. So you feel like it's so easy for them to drop you and, live without you or plan a future without you or step into the future without you. It's so easy for them to act like they don't care. But what I'm seeing in the same time is that it might be easy for them to say this, but for me it feels like they are waiting around the corner, not eagerly like waiting. It's more like they can't really get away from you, like they are halfway over the fence. They want to run, but they can't. So it's a tricky situation, but when people act like they don't need you or they don't care about you, that's a real sign that it's time to drop that person. At least for a while, okay? So, and this is what's on their conscious mind about you. And we have a Page of Cups in the reversed. So it's like they're thinking that you come there with your heart on your sleeve and that you are so vulnerable and an easy target or an easy victim. It's not that they are bad per se. It's just, see this scenario where you have person that's always nice towards you. Whatever you do towards them, they are there, like a dog. And usually, if we are sane and like well, emotionally well, physically well, everything, we are nice towards that creature. But when we don't feel well, that's the person that people tend to take out their misery on, because it's so easy. You can see this, for example, with the grown-up person in an adult relationship with children that is very nice towards their boss when they are at work. But when they come home, all the things that their boss puts them through, they put their family through when they come home. That's a typical situation like this. Or, for example, if you are a little child and you go to daycare and people at home are always arguing with each other, you have no power, you are this little child, you take it out on the other children on the daycare. So this is what I'm seeing, like they see you as an easy target or an easy victim or someone that doesn't really defend themselves. And yeah, that's simply what I'm seeing. They might also think that you're a little bit over dramatic, but I feeling, even if I offend you, I feel like they they think that you're a pushover. Okay, and this is the common energies between you, and it's love there. So that's what's probably making them hanging on the fence. Because I think you have treated this person or these people really well. And you did so because you wanted love and you wanted, you have followed the saying, give to others what you want to receive back from them. So be the example, be the good example, be the love. So you have tried to be the love in the world and show people a lot of love. But the only thing it has done, because you have forgotten this about taking care of yourself and being logic and not swallowing things that you shouldn't really be swallowing, like things that people do or say that you just let pass underneath your radar, instead of saying, hey, what did you say to me just now? What is this about? What are you doing? What did you want to say with this? It's a little bit offensive, so there's love in this situation, but because it's lopsided, because one person thinks they can do without and one person thinks that they can't do without, the love can't come forward, because love can only come forward truly when there's balance, equilibrium. So I think you need to make the other person realize that they actually can lose you. So this is your feelings for them. And we have a 10 of Cups in reversed. And I feel this, that you have given them your everything, but you got nothing in return. So the old saying didn't work. It didn't help, treating other people in the way you wanted to be treated, because they just used you and abused you, basically. But it's a 10 of Cups still, even if it's in the reversed. So it means that you really love them. And if they would give you a chance, you would be loyal to the end of days. That's what I'm seeing. So this is their feelings towards you. And we have a 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. So I'm feeling this feeling that you have when you are looking at the relationship where, the things in the relationship are really good. You're getting good things out of it, but something feels wrong. Like you have met the person of your dreams, but you can't fall in love with them. Or you have, this person is doing everything for you, like massaging your back, cooking your dinner, coming with flowers, but you feel like you don't want to take in them with a tool even. You want to have distance, and you don't know what's wrong with you. But what's wrong is the imbalance. You need to let this person miss you, or also have the chance to fall in love with you, or do you favors and services, because we tend to respect and love the people more that we have made great investment into. If you don't ask them for any type of investment, they will only take you for granted. So they also probably feel like you're over-functioning a little bit, like there's too much love, too much flower, too much massage, too much caring, like almost you are their mother or the person that, you know, wants to give them the world. So if they say, well, I should really need a pencil right now, you're coming running with the pencil and saying, here it is. And they are like, oh, okay. Or when they are going to eat something unhealthy, you will tell them, no, don't eat that. It's unhealthy for you. So it's almost like you are this chicken, like this mother for chickens, okay? This hen taking overly much care of them. So they're overwhelmed, basically. Overwhelmed and probably don't want to hurt you, but it's so easy because you don't say no. And this is your behaviors and attitudes towards them. So this is good. You're starting to get a little bit pissed. And this was what I saw in the beginning, like how you're dealing with this, because you have had enough. You have done everything you could to make this relationship work. And, you know, you have run the errands and been nice, but still you are being taken for granted. So you're ready for some like battles, to not yield this time, or to actually win over them in one argument instead of always being the one giving in. And I know this isn't typical like Scorpio behavior. You're usually like on the other side, maybe with the more like passion and more feisty and ruling the show. So this might be a person that have gotten underneath your skin and found your weakness. It might be this particular relationship with your mother, with your lover, partner, sister, best friend, whatever. Someone that we act a little bit different towards different people, and this person is really someone that you would sacrifice a lot for, but it's not mutual, sadly. So, and this is their behaviors and attitudes towards you. And we have the King of Cups, which is Scorpio, in the reversed. So they're almost acting like a jealous drunk, like taking out all their misery on you, like coming home and beating up their children and their wife. Maybe not literally, but it's this kind of energy. What I said, this person that have a hard time at their work, not being appreciated, coming home and taking it out on their family. So it's really a person that themselves isn't, maybe they are worse off, okay? You are probably, it's easy for you to give, it's easy for you to be the bigger person because you have some kind of inner peace. You want to be loved, but everyone wants to be loved. That's natural. We can see this with animals. If one swan, for example, have lost track of their partner swan, they will circle around the forest and the lake and search forever because they don't get a new partner. So love is important. Or when a sheep has been separated from the rest of the flock, it will be really, really sad and upset, and so it's natural that you want love. It's not something wrong with that. I think you seem like a fairly stable person, being able to give a lot of yourself, because a person that is very small and they are usually more jealous and more like they don't want to give so much. They are more like the miser. So I don't see that in you. So I see a very outgiving person. But what you have, it's like you're trying to fix this person and they don't want to be fixed, okay? Instead, they are using you as a dustbin or a garbage bag. So don't be their garbage bag. Rather be their teacher if you need to be anything. So put up a little bit of a fight and, put them straight, because they are using you to just like vomit on instead of being as fair towards you as you are towards them. So you can help this person, yes, but not by being, having your heart on your sleeve. You need to step into your more adult, sane, logic persona. And this is the outcome, and we have this page of coins in reverse. So it feels like you desperately want this situation to work, so you're overdoing it. So if it doesn't work, rather let it fall into pieces than continue this lopsided dynamic, because it's not healthy, it's not going to lead to anything good, and it's not going to be fulfilling for your dreams either. So you need to not be so willing to be the victim here. So we have man holding a heart and angel of balance. So I think there's love in this situation, but there definitely needs to be balance. Okay, so I'll read these cards for you. Start with 48. Oh, maybe 45, because this was coming up. Male dealing with family, love, or emotion. So it's like it's the masculine side in a female person or in a male person that's, I feel, taking this other more feminine person for granted. And it doesn't mean that a feminine person is a female. It can be a male, for example, that's doing a lot of service towards their family, and the wife comes home all cranky, you know, PMS, throwing plates over the husband's head. It can be like that too. This tender man sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in your life. Turn page. There could be a more balanced approach to balance to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experience for you in the past. For some, this card upright could signal the presence of a new man in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. Whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. So I kind of feel like this is the energy that you have been holding. You have kind of been, even if you're a female, you have kind of been the provider for this family. You have been the knight in shining armor, and your partner here has acted like Rapunzel in the tower, doesn't want to let their hair down for you to climb up. And it might also be that this is in the reverse for some of you, Scorpio, and you're dealing with a person that's very much in love with you, but you don't love them back. And instead of using the person for their, you know, handy qualities, you need to tell them what's going on. And maybe you will regret your ways too late. But it just shows, you know, the imbalance in this situation, because you might have, maybe you would have fallen in love with them if they hadn't been so overly overwhelming towards you. So it's not only your fault for not falling in love, it's also their fault for overwhelming you or trying too hard to make you love them. And then we have angel of balance, being centered and self-honoring in your choices. This loving presence holds a pitcher of liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. Although things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a greater equilibrium is now coming to your life. And it's coming with, you know, this energy. And this energy is what you need to hold. So sometimes you need to become a little bit more cold, but mostly, you know, looking what's going on and communicating of what you see. Like a king, you know, this is what I see. This is what's happening. You said this, what did you mean? You know, being a little bit confrontative, like this Five of Wands is a battle card. Sorry for the autofocus. So remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her intention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you into the right direction, and the angel will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. So even if you need to have a more combative personality, like do things you didn't do before, for example, pointing out injustices, it doesn't mean you have to be undiplomatic. You can still be diplomatic and balanced. You can use this, like the strength that you have used to overcompensate in the situation. You can use this strength to point out the problems instead of overcompensating and, you know, saving the person from themselves. So this is the little bit emotional advice for you, and it's wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. So be less of a good servant, not of course in the relationship that works, but where you feel deeply unjustly treated. So this is for the other person. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Yeah, I thought so, because we had two pages and they are in the reverse. It's typical for twin flames to get 2 pages. It's like you're made of the same atoms when the Big Bang happened and we exploded, and you become from the same atom. You split and you went your different journeys, maybe together for a long time, but then split, and now you're supposed to come back into union here. But it's not easy, because you need to take in the other person's what they have learned, and what they seem to have learned is to be very cold and cutting. So this is what you need to learn from them, to become more logic and more judgmental. And if you don't recognize yourself in this at all, you are this person that instead needs to learn to, you know, open their heart and make service to other people. It's like with Jesus, he didn't come to make the already empath turn the other cheek. He came to make balance, to make the narcissist, you know, learn how to turn the other cheek. Unfortunately, the empaths, they learned very well, and the narcissist didn't. So now you need to do as Jesus also did. He went into the temple and cleaned out all the merchandisers from his father's temple to say, like, this is not how things are going to be made.